Hey guys, welcome back to Talk It Out. Today we're talking about porn in our society, the good, the bad, and the in-between. Porn has become this taboo topic to discuss, but why? Let's talk it out. So, what do you guys think about porn?
Some people see it as a form of cheating.
Wow.
Yeah. Or some people, like, they just don't feel comfortable. They feel like it's sort of disrespectful, which is interesting. I think that's interesting. But, so how do you guys feel about your partner watching porn? Like, do you feel like you don't want to hear it, or do you, like... like, that's, cause some people are like, they don't want to know, you know?
But I completely understand that, because it's like your man is watching another woman, and he's getting aroused by another woman, and in order for him to get, he's like, have to imagine that woman in his head, and that's itself, I can understand why that's...
Sometimes I think you just have to do you. Like, I'm like, you do you, you know?
Yeah, like it might happen anyway. Just like don't talk about it.
And like, yeah, I guess it does have. There's some gray area with like the intention. Like if you are like watching it like instead of your partner, like you know something like that. And I think it's problematic. But I don't think it's that problematic if you're just like watching porn. Like for what has to.
But what about the effect?
Pleasure.
I've heard this. I've read a lot about it, and I've heard so many effects by like guys have so many like self-image problems because they see the size of a man's.
But it could be the same for the women.
No, yeah, and then they say that, oh my gosh, this woman can do all these things. Why can't my woman do that? Yeah. Oh my gosh, this woman's boobs are this big. Like guys expect this is kind of like magazines, how girls have this image of themselves, and then guys have this image of what a woman should be able to do or what a woman should look like in the bedroom because of porn.
And I think that's good. The downside is that porn, I think, really feeds into rape culture as well, because there's a lot of stuff out there that do kind of blur the lines or just straight up play on these rape myths and sexualize rape and glorify rape a lot, like a lot of the movies and like songs and what have you in our pop culture do. But I think that's like seeped into porn as well, and kind of like you said, sets up unrealistic expectations and
And would you guys consider porn to be a form of prostitution, because they are getting paid to do sexual acts on camera?
No,
but they're doing it. I mean,
I think it's
they're doing it on their own.
I mean, it's an art form.
But and some people like would say that.
I've never thought of it like that ever.
If you got it, like flaunt it. I mean, it's some people's choice. I don't know if I'd ever do it, but. There's people out, like,
Stay tuned.
It's a job.
But then also there's the thing about sex trafficking in the porn industry, where a lot of these girls, mostly the women, have not chosen it, and they've been pushed and forced into it. And so if you're watching it, you may not know who, but you're supporting it and giving these people money to just get more women.
So true.
I think, though, porn has come more into our pop culture, like the mainstream. Like you were saying with Don John, 50 Shades. I mean, it's more like, it's not like porn, but it's porn.
I feel like it's not that topic where it's like, don't,
it's not as taboo.
Whatever.
Yeah, because we're able to realize that sex
either way,
happens.
I feel like it's also like, if you watch porn or not, like, it's your own personal information. You don't have to disclose, because we're not walking around with tags that says I watch porn or I don't watch porn.
Exactly. And I don't think it should be, something that you should be like shy about or anything. Like, if you watch it, you watch it, and like there shouldn't be judgment. Obviously, there are like the pitfalls, but other than that, like.
No one's gonna know.
Yeah, just do it.
What do you guys think about like the domination aspect of porn? Like how like you'll have like a woman come in as like a school teacher and then have a man be like attacking her, and that's seen as sexy.
I don't like that.
I think that's what happens. I don't watch porn. I'm not meant to know these things.
There's some niche stuff out there that I don't know how I feel about. I went to a talk last week on campus by Dr. Neil Malamuth, and he came talked about porn. He's done a ton, like years and years of research on it, and it was very like gave us a lot of statistics and stuff like that. And he was like showing us some like categories that people are into, and it's just like, wow, there's a lot out there, and like I honestly think it's like a safe space to like explore that.
Yeah.
All right. For sure.
That's all I'm saying. It's a safe space. Sometimes you have needs,
You can just clear
It's
your
true.
browser.
Yeah.
Just clear the browser.
There you go.
I remember when I was in 7th grade, I had this boy come up to me and be like, look at my screen. And it was literally, he had porn on his phone. And 7th grade, he came to show it. I screamed. I was like, I think it's like, personally, I just like don't understand it. Like, but that's just like me. I don't understand how, maybe, I don't want to say guys and girls are different because apparently a lot of girls do watch it. But I remember like being so terrified. I'm like, at the age of like 7th grade, I don't know. Well, you've heard from us, now let's hear from you guys on campus. Sarah Litz has the scoop. Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Stacy. I definitely didn't have this one on my bucket list, but yes, I'm going around campus to ask students what they think about porn. Let's hear what they have to say. Would you be upset if your partner watched porn?
Personally, I probably wouldn't be upset. I would be concerned a little, but obviously people need to have their ways to pleasure themselves. So if that's the case, go for it.
Not really. It's his personal choice. I mean, what they do by his or herself, it's up to them.
Absolutely not.
And can you tell me a little bit about why that is?
I think porn is actually something natural, I guess maybe kind of coming with the generation. I think as soon as it went digital, why not? Sex is everybody is interested in, so why not, enjoy it when you can.
Well, I mean, I watch it. It'd be hypocritical of me to say, oh, well, you can't do that. Well, I mean, that'd be like the pot calling the kettle black. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think porn is misogynistic at all?
No, not really. No. It's a little bit degrading towards, pornography has become a little bit more prevalent in younger ages. So I think it's degrading, but it's not really misogynistic.
I mean, I know I've read a lot of things about how a lot of women think like when they do it, it's like powerful for them sexually, but I think it tends to be misogynistic.
I mean, if it's violent, then yeah, maybe. But I mean, what I think about in those terms, I don't think really matters because it's here to stay. You know what I'm saying?
It depends. If you look at it for what it is, if you look at it in terms of trying to apply it to like social standards, yes. But if you look at it in terms of what it is, which is basically just entertainment, no, because it's kind of assumed that that's how it is. So I would say no.
Do you think that it contributes to rape culture in any way?
I don't even know what that means, rape culture.
No, I don't think so, no. I think it's kind of unfair to directly attribute porn to rape culture. I think it's the mindset of the person more so than the actual thing that they're watching or involved in.
I think it can, for maybe people who haven't been in like a normal relationship and just rely on porn to give them ideas on what a relationship is. I think that it can lead to some sexual assault.
I mean, I don't know the correlation between those myself, so I don't know.
Who do you think watches porn more, men, women, or do you think they're about the same?
Oh, for sure, man. For sure, man. If you want to do it and if you're a girl, go for it.
Outspokenly guys, but I think girls watch it just as much as guys.
I think in today's society it might be more equal, but I think it tends to lean towards men watching more porn than women. I think women aren't as comfortable with their sexuality, and I think men from very early ages tend to be more. I don't think that's a general rule, but I just think overall.
Well, there you have it. Back to you, Stacy.
Thanks, Sarah. So this is all for this episode of Talk It Out. Be sure to subscribe to Raw Studios, like us on Facebook, and be sure to keep this conversation going. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time on Talk It Out.